There's something happening in downtown Phoenix that you won't find in any other major urban center in the country.
And there isn't a parallel in any other city where you can say that the block at Main on Main, the 00 address identifier for a city the size of Phoenix, was undeveloped and waiting for something like this to show up.
And that something is a $1 billion privately funded mixed-use development located on 3 city blocks between Washington and Jefferson Streets, 2nd Street to 1st Avenue.
Nowhere else in the valley will they be able to have the density that you can have here. We've got the greatest height allowable in the valley, and just by the nature of where it's at and that it's in downtown, you know, we have the least setbacks from the street. So we've got really the opportunity to create, you know, the urban core, the only true urban core that can exist in the valley.
But setting the foundation for this massive project took years of planning, preparation, and coordination by Red Development and the City of Phoenix Development Services Department.
We've been under development for over 3 years. Construction started in October of 2007. Development Services really is more your leadership through the city. And they facilitate every department of the city. They work with streets, they work with water, we worked with planning, and you know, without development services, you'd be missing the key leadership ingredient to getting through all the departments and making sure that all the communications facilitated. We had to go into all the rights of way surrounding this block and upgrade utilities, replace utilities. I think it was probably all of that infrastructure, off-site infrastructure work that's the most challenging, because a lot of those utilities that are in the right-of-way are over 100 years old. I want to say we've got 25,000 cubic yards of concrete that's been poured to date, and I believe that works out to somewhere around 75 miles of sidewalk, if you will, for a corollary. About 1,700 shoring nails that have gone in. Those shoring nails actually held up all of the streets when we excavated the full garage site. They went down 55 feet, pounded all those nails into the wall, and then created a concrete barrier to hold the street up.
Now the first structure is reaching for the sky, and by midsummer it will top out at 27 floors, including 5 levels of underground parking. The first tenants are expected to open for business in March 2010, so there's still a lot of work to be done.
So you'll see trucks moving on this site 22 hours a day as they're rotating materials on and off the site, exporting fill, bringing steel in. It's a highly regimented system that Hunt, our general contractor, has done a phenomenal job of managing and orchestrating all hours of the day and night.
Future tenants include Gold Gym, AJ's Fine Foods, the just-announced CVS Pharmacy, and a one-of-a-kind eatery from the guy behind Olive and Ivy and Sauce.
Sam Fox, who I think everybody in the valley is real familiar with, is going to come down and do a 7,200 square foot steak and chop house.
This project has created hundreds of well-paying jobs and to date has generated nearly $1.7 million in fees to the city's Development Services Department. All this benefits the entire community.
I think part of our success has been that we've placed our trust in Development Services leadership. It was vitally important that you know, the city at every level understood our commitment to the project, and then, you know, we in turn understood their commitment. We're excited that we'll be able to bring something in 2010 that I think the whole community will embrace and take ownership and pride in.